Hey everybody, I have a really great video for you today. I am going to be doing some iron-on and sublimation, so let's jump right in. So I got this mini heat press. It was sent to me by HTVRont. I've worked with them before. I absolutely love this company, and all of their products that I've tried thus far have been absolutely amazing. So I'm just going to open this box and reveal, ta-da! It is the mini heat press from HTVRont. And so I am going to, it's the mini heat press 3 from HTVRont. So I am going to just unpackage it, and then I'm just kind of showing you the manual, and then it comes wrapped up nicely, and they even give you a storage bag to put it in once you are done using it, and it keeps it safe and out of the dusty rooms that you might have. I know I do because I have 2 dogs and 2 cats. So anyways, here it is. Look at the beautiful color. I know the color doesn't matter, but it's gorgeous. So I really love this. Okay, so once I get it packaged, I do go through the manual, and I am going to be printing on shirts or ironing on shirts, just cotton t-shirts. So you would need to set the timer or the temperature for 290 degrees and the time for 15 seconds. Now it has these buttons, and you just turn it on, and then you press the up or down to get your temperature right. And then if you press the little star or the settings button, you can set the timer for it. So I have this shirt that I just got, I believe, at Michael's, and I'm just going to add this iron-on that I bought from Amazon, and it just says dog mom, and I think it is so adorable. You guys, I can't tell you, but if you knew me just a few short years ago, I was not a dog person. Like, I was a cat person through and through. And now I absolutely love all dogs, even if they're a little slimy, when they're drooling. But anyway, my niece has a couple of boxers, and she's had multiple boxers, and they are very drooly creatures. But anyway, so I set the temperature and the timer, and I am just going over it. Now, this is a bigger transfer, but I wanted to show you that you don't need to get a huge heat press. If you don't have the money for that, this heat press will work just fine. It takes a little bit longer because you got to go over all of the different parts of the transfer, but it works absolutely wonderful. So I'm just going to finish. Now, you'll notice I did tape down the transfer, and that's just so that it's not moving around and causing me all kinds of grief. So once I go over each individual piece, I'm just going to go over the entire thing. I move kind of slowly, just to make sure that everything is adhered. So, and I said it says dog mom, it says dog mama. So there's a big difference there, right? Okay, so now that that's done, I am just going to peel it off very slowly and reveal the beautiful t-shirt that I just made. It takes seconds. Well, It takes minutes, but very few of them. So this is how it looks. I absolutely love it. Okay, for this next one, I have another t-shirt. This one I just got at Walmart. It was on clearance, and I just picked it up because I knew I could put some kind of iron-on it. So this is the one that I chose, and it's got this beautiful church with all of these beautiful wildflowers and some butterflies, and it's just gorgeous. And it says, "Consider how the wildflowers grow," Luke 12:27. So again, I am going to tape this image down, and then I decided to put some parchment paper over this one. Not really sure why I did that, but I did. So anyway, so I'm just going to repeat what I did with the other shirt. I'm just going very slowly over all of the parts of this iron-on. I certainly didn't want to mess this iron-on up because it is so incredibly beautiful. Now that that's done, I'm just going to take the carrier sheet off, and all the little pieces, they stay put right where they are. This heat press is amazing. I love it. For a little machine, it does really big jobs. So anyway, I'm in love with this shirt. Now, the thing with the iron-ons is that you have to wash them inside out and be very, very mindful of it because they will start to chip. But here it is. I love this shirt so, so much. Okay, for this next one, this was kind of a fail, but not really, and it was definitely operator error. So I have these wooden coasters from the Dollar Tree and some small iron-on transfers. So I found two that I really, really liked. They have to do with Jesus and coffee, of course. And I wanted to add those to these little coasters. Here is the barcode from the little rub-on transfers. They also should be in my storefront, which is linked down below. Now, I did tape the pieces on to the wood rounds or the coasters, and then I started using the heat press. Now, because the coasters have like a little rim around it, I couldn't set the heat press flat. So I would just suggest to you guys, if you're going to do something like this, either use the back part of these coasters or just be very mindful that you're not pushing too hard, because I did end up, I don't want to say ripping, but I guess it did rip the letters on both of these. So again, had nothing to do with the Heat Press 3 and everything to do with Tammy. So, yeah. So I'm just going to just keep going over and over until I can pull them up. And you'll see right here, the S ends up coming up with it. And so I just pushed it back down, but of course it moved, and again, operator error. But I still love how these came out. I think they're really, really pretty. You put some dishwasher safe Mod Podge on it, and that will seal them in nicely so you can use them for coasters. I love these. Okay, for this next one, I have one of those flour sack towels from Dollar Tree, and I have these two beautiful images that I got from Creative Fabrica. And so I'm just going to unfold the towel, and then I'm going to try to find the center. Now, with sublimation ink, you're better off to use the like polyester, because the sublimation ink doesn't like to seep into the cotton fibers like it does with the polyester. Now, if you do use cotton, you might want to make sure that it's just for decor. Because if you wash it, it does tend to wash out the image. So this is obviously just going to be for decoration somewhere. Maybe put it in a basket with the image kind of hanging out of the basket, and then place some faux fruits or something. That would look beautiful. So with the sublimation, you do need to increase the temperature on the Mini Heat Press 3, and it's typically somewhere between 370 and 390 degrees. And then you want to just hold it down a bit longer than the 15 seconds. I did 50 seconds. And this is the image, and it's a beautiful image. I wish I had something polyester to put on it, and I will be purchasing some, but I just didn't have any here for the filming of this video. So I did put the same image on both ends of this towel, and I think it came out beautiful. The colors are not as vibrant, and that has nothing to do with the heat press. That was the fabric that I used. So lesson learned. But when you do sublimation, you also should put parchment paper down under your image. If you're doing it on shirts, put it in between the back and the front of the shirt, because it will like run through. And yeah, you don't want that to happen. So just make sure that you have some parchment paper with you if you're going to try sublimation. But this side came out much better. It's much more vibrant, and it's just beautiful. I love the whole thing. And in the future, I will use polyester. But here it is. I love this. Okay, this one's probably my favorite. So I went on to Creative Fabrica and I punched in vintage kitchen sublimation. And I got these beautiful, beautiful, beautiful prints. So I am just cutting them down as close as I can to the image. And then I am going to use some coasters. I'm not really sure what the top is, but they're from Cricut, and they have the cork back. So what I'm going to do is I have 2 packages. I originally thought there was just 2 in each package, but there was 4, so that's great. I was able to get 8 of these images, print them out, And now I am just going to cut around the image because they were still a little bit too big. So I just wanted to get as close as I possibly could to the image all the way around. So once I do that, I'm going to tape them all down to the coasters, and then I'll start using the heat press. Now again, you want to be at, I went to 390 with it, and I held it down for 45 seconds. Now I'm just taking my weeding tool, and I just wanted to kind of take a peek and make sure it had ironed on and sublimated right. Another thing, when you're doing sublimation, you really, really need to be careful and not touch the blank that you're using until it cools down, because they're super hot. Super hot. And I'm not just talking about these coasters, but pretty much anything that isn't fabric, you need to be very careful. So what I did was I did 4 of them. I put them aside, and then I went back to the first one I did, and by then it had cooled off enough that I could take the paper off. And wait until you see these, you guys. So here is the first one. Look at how vibrant those colors are. So see the difference between these and the towel? They're gorgeous, and they are not going to wash off of these coasters, or if you did cups or anything like that, they're not going anywhere. And here's just another look at them. Look at how beautiful, oh, those colors. It's just, this sublimation really, really intrigues me. It really fascinates me, and I'm just always surprised when I see the finished product. But here they all are, and I think they're gorgeous. I love them. And again, here they are, so beautiful. Oh my goodness. Okay, I wanted to thank HTVRont for sending me the Mini Heat Press 3, and I wanted to let you all know that they are having an autumn sale. They're doing huge discounts, amazing discounts, and I will have all of their information and links in my description box down below. So if you're interested in the Mini Heat Press or any of their products, head on over to their website and check it out. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, go ahead and give it a great big thumbs up for me. It really helps me out with YouTube. It lets them know that you appreciate my content, and they'll push it out for others to enjoy as well. If you're new to my channel, welcome. I hope you'll consider sticking around and hit that subscribe button, and don't forget the bell so you'll be notified every time I upload a brand new video. I thank you so much for taking time out of your day to spend with me, and I will see you all in the next one.